Merry Christmas and welcome back to the Theology of the Buddy, a podcast for Catholics who love the beauty of the Church's sacred tradition. This is episode 74. My name is Chris and I'm joined today by my festive co-hosts, Mike, Brooke, Julie, and a brand new buddy has joined us at the podcast table. Please welcome our new co-host and brother from a southern mother, Tim. Yay!
Hey!
And welcome back to everyone who may have listened in the past or anyone who's new, a new listener today. So before we begin, if you haven't yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button wherever you're listening and leave us a 5-star review if you can. It'd really help us out. Don't forget to drop by theologyofthebuddy.com for all of our show notes and past episodes. While you're at it, don't forget to follow us on social media so you can keep up to date with all of the great content we are sending out. You can find us at Theology of the Buddy. So we've got a great podcast lined up for you today. We're going to introduce you to our brand new co-host, Tim. We're going to play a little bit of some tratty Christmas trivia. We're going to share a little bit about where the heck we've actually been, share our albums of the year, and let you know what you can expect coming up in the next season. So without further ado, let's welcome Tim.
Hey.
Welcome. Tim, my friend, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you? Where are you from? Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Well, my name's Tim, Tim Mason, and right now I live in Auburn, Alabama, about 3 miles down from where they have a football team every few years or so. This year, from what I hear, it wasn't so good for them, but better luck with those guys next year. I'm a Catholic convert. I've been Catholic for about 21 years now. I'm going to let you guys do some math here. I converted when I was 21 years old. So, so I think does that make me the old man of the group?
That does make you the old man of the group.
Yes.
Even older than Father Steve when he's here. So, yeah.
Oh, excellent. Yeah. And recently, I guess I'm a recent convert to tradition in a lot of ways as well, although it turns out that I came in at a very awkward time.
When did you discover tradition?
Well, it was actually through doing some research online. I came across this interesting little podcast that had some informative episodes about some prayers. You guys, actually, they're Canadian too. You may have heard of them, Theology of the Buddy. And it was through them that I actually started finding out about these differences between the Novus Ordo Mass, the liturgy of St. John Chrysostom, and the traditional Latin Mass. And so from there, my curiosity grew and ended up during the lockdown buying a Angelus Press daily missal and using that for my Lectio Divina. And that has actually been a huge part of my spiritual life since then. But since then, when the world started opening up back down here, I've been able to make it to a certain number of traditional masses. And I believe that somewhere around 24 or so before some of the events last July took place and put us into an interesting situation again.
Oof.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot to talk about there.
Yeah. That's awesome.
But yeah, that's pretty much where I've come from, is just I'm the consummate learner. I'm always got my head in a book and I'm always trying to learn something new. And it's been amazing where my faith has been taken just by learning about it. When I was 17, I found out about Catholicism. I started, praying, God, will you show me the way? Just show me the truth and I'll follow it, whatever that is. And that was my prayer for 3 straight years. I didn't pray very much else, just constantly every night. God, just show me the truth. And he brought me to this point.
That's awesome. Praise God, dude. That's sweet. So married, kids, what's the vocational status?
Yeah. Married. I've got one son. His name's John Paul. We call him Jack. He is 13 years old now, which Yeah, it's a challenge.
That's awesome.
And he's a great kid. He's a great kid. Very passionate. Right now, he is discerning entering a monastery, which is something he's been talking about for about 4 years now. So since about the time he was 9, it's just right now he's looking into the Benedictines, I believe. So
That's
yeah,
cool.
he's drilling down. He's getting real specific. So
Yeah.
Fortunately for him, time's on his side. But it'll be interesting to see where he goes.
That's awesome.
That's dope.
Everybody pray for Jack. That's
Absolutely.
That's wonderful. Well, Tim, it is an absolute pleasure to have you join us. We've been ever since, I don't know, what is it, season 2, when we started up the VIBs, which is a group of insiders that chat online about the podcast and things related to it, and just share their faith and life pretty much on a daily basis. Tim was one of the first guys in there, and it's been actually awesome getting to know you, and man, I'm just pumped that you're here. So thank you very much for being here with us, man.
I gotta tell you what, you guys have been a cornerstone of my community, especially since COVID hit. So I appreciate you guys.
Oh, our pleasure. Alrighty. Well, now that we've got the formalities out of the way, we're gonna switch gears here. I'm gonna throw it over to my beautiful wife, Julie, and she's going to take us through some Christmas trivia. Now, just in the interest of full disclosure, I asked Julie because I knew she would be very busy, and we'll kind of get into that reason why in a bit. But I knew she would only be able to have a very limited amount of involvement in this podcast. So she has created 10 different Christmas trivia questions for us.
Bring on the trivia.
Okay. Okay, so I have prepared, at Chris's request, 10 fantastic trivia questions. They cover some things about Advent. They cover some things about Christmas. Really, they cover what we call the Christmas cycle. Okay? Okay, so the way this will work is I will ask or present the question, and you'll say, ho, 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 and put your hand up. Okay?
That's our buzzer.
That's how you're going to buzz in.
So ho, 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 and raise your hand.
Yeah, if you don't do both, you aren't first to buzz in.
And you got to put it up in frame too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry to do this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Put your hands up like you're at a Life Teen Mass. Stop.
Don't start cross-clapping, please.
Oh man.
It's
Tim's
universal.
having flashbacks.
Shining like the sun.
I'm just having flashbacks to Life Team.
I think we all
We
are.
all are, Tim. We all are.
Okay, so who's ready? You ready?
Ho,
Ho, ho, ho.
Oh,
Ho, ho, ho.
Okay. So,
I'm gonna block Rick's face when I put my hand up.
question number 1. This saint's name means victor of the people. I'm making it hard. There's no multiple choice.
Oh.
ho, ho, ho.
Chris?
Is it Nicholas?
You are correct.
Yeah!
Yeah! Yeah, Saint Nicholas. His name means victor of the people.
Nice.
I was
Okay.
mentally
Come on, Chris. You just
Right.
guessed a Christmas saint, didn't you?
No, I guessed an Advent saint.
Okay. So each May 9th, Brooke, the feast of the translation of the relics of this particular saint, for the past 17 centuries, This saint has a pure liquid that flows from his bone relics, and it is used to bless the faithful.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yep.
Would that be Saint Januarius?
No, actually.
Ah,
Anybody else want to
That's
take
the
a
one
guess?
where his blood liquefies.
that's the
Yeah,
blood.
you-
Ah,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, that is St. Januarius. But no, this is a
My
different saint.
goodness.
You're all stuck. You want the answer?
I got nothing.
Yeah, answer.
Yeah.
St. Nicholas.
What?
It's called the St. Nicholas Manna.
Okay, so quick
Wow.
question.
Yeah, never knew.
Are all the answers St. Nicholas?
All the answers to Nicholas.
Well, no, but this one was
7
pretty
out of
cool,
10.
and it falls on a certain person's birthday.
That's pretty dope.
Whoa.
Isn't that sweet?
Never heard of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally
I'm
new.
gonna be looking that up.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what they should have named it?
What?
St. Nicholas Punch.
That would have been good. That's good. Okay, question number 3. This song was written in England as a catechism song during the persecution of Catholics.
Ho, ho, ho.
Brooke.
12 Days of Christmas.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice one.
Definitely something, if you get a chance. I mean, it's an easy Google search. You can go and see what all of the 12 gifts represent.
It's pretty
It's
awesome,
neat.
actually.
It's neat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to The Hunted Priest.
Yes.
Great book.
Back when Jesuits were Jesuits.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Truth.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. So, question 4. This Mass is offered during Advent in honor of Our Lady and lit only by candlelight. Okay, Mike.
It was this morning.
It was this morning.
It's the Rorate Caeli Mass.
Yes.
This morning for us, but not for you listeners.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, we're recording
Oh.
on December the 11th.
He just broke down the fourth wall.
Yeah. Yeah, some of these questions, part of my answers, I just have some little tidbit information about these. But yeah, so the
Yeah, give us
Rorate
the
Mass.
tidbits.
The tidbits. So this one,
Oh, hold on. The
Give us the Timbeebs.
Tim
the
Beebs.
Tim Beebs. I'll give you the Tim Beebs.
Thebes.
So it's lit only by candlelight. Because it is a votive mass in Mary's honor, white vestments are worn instead of the Advent violet. And then in the dimly lit setting, priests and faithful prepare to honor the light of the world, who is soon to be born, and offer praise to God for the gift of Our Lady. That's from 1 Peter 5. Rorate Caeli Mass, Advent tradition honoring Our Lady. So you can look that up. Maybe I'll give these details to Chris. Maybe you can add them into the show notes. So
Sure.
yeah, if you're interested, you can look up more. Okay.
There's also an episode of a podcast called Theology of the Buddy about the Rorate Caeli Mass.
Yeah, we'll put that
I'm
in the
going to
show
give
notes
that
as
one a
well.
listen.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, question number 5. Advent candles. Do you know what the symbolism is?
Of each candle.
For the
Uh-huh.
colors?
Okay.
Or
Ho ho.
Each week. Yeah, go ahead.
Each week. Okay, so hope, joy, love, and peace.
Pretty darn close. Yeah, it's hope, faith,
So close.
joy, and peace.
Hope. So close.
Are we gonna give Tim
half a point for Tim.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Half
No,
a
we're giving the
point.
point to Tim.
Giving you the whole point to Tim?
I'm going to go 3/4.
I don't know however you want to do the points.
I'll give it to Tim.
Okay,
It's Christmas charity.
sure. So
I'm not a Scrooge.
God bless you, sir.
I don't look like. What do I look like? The Diocese of London.
no.
Anyway,
Ouch.
So yeah, with that, the first purple candle denotes hope, representing our expectation for the coming of Christ. Or it's called the prophecy candle, reminding us of the prophets, especially prophet Isaiah. Second purple candle is the Bethlehem candle. So that indicates faith, reminding us of the journey of Mary and Joseph to Bethlehem. Third candle is pink, symbolizing joy. Also known as the shepherd's candle. And it's pink because it's the liturgical color for joy. Well, I guess rose, right? And it's Gaudete Sunday tomorrow. Yep. My favorite song.
Sometimes I wish I was colorblind for a day. I'm just saying.
The fourth candle then is also known as the angel's candle, reminding us of the message of the angels, peace on earth to people of goodwill. Okay, question 6. True or false? The Christmas season ends February 2nd.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ooh, who got that first?
Mike did.
I feel like Mike did, yeah. Okay.
I'll go with true.
No.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yep.
Process of elimination answer, false.
Yes. When does it end? Do you know?
Oh, goodness. It ends at Epiphany?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's, I guess,
No.
different. Yes. So
Yeah.
the Christmas
it's one of those that
season
ends like
ends
3 different times, depending who you ask.
Yeah. So
One
Christmas,
of the
December
times is February
25th.
2nd.
Then there's the octave,
I'm with Mike.
8 days. Then there's Christmas season or Christmas tide. That lasts until Epiphany. But the Christmas cycle lasts from beginning of Advent until Candlemas.
Oh. So that was a trick question. Christmas season versus Christmas tide.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm teaching you something.
You got me there, Julie.
Thank you. I know. Honestly, it's like the hot debate, like every year, like, oh, it's still Christmas. No, it's not still Christmas.
Why is your tree still up? It's February.
Exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, no, it is still Christmas tide.
My St. Patrick's Day tree, leave it alone.
Yes. Question 7. What Marian antiphon is sung during the Christmas cycle? Don't cheat, Chris.
I'm not cheating. I'm trying to think.
Ho, ho, ho.
Mike.
Is it Regina Caeli?
No.
No. Okay, never mind.
Still stuck on all the O antiphons.
Ho, ho, ho.
Chris?
Is it the Salve Regina?
No. Wow. Do you need me to like hum the tune?
Mary, did you know?
No. Mrs. Ruby, get out of here. Get out of here.
And I'm fired.
Do you want a hint? We started
Yeah,
it
hum it, Julie.
almost 3 weeks ago.
What?
Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, Brooks.
Ho, ho, ho.
Brooke.
This is the alma mater.
Yeah.
False.
Alma Redemptoris Mater. I knew you
False.
were. Yes. Yep.
Yeah, it's not alma mater. An alma mater is
I knew what
it's
she
the
was
title
talking
for
about.
school.
I knew what she was
If
talking
you're going to
about.
give me 3 out of 4 candles, she totally gets that one.
Yep. Yep.
It's 2 out of 3 words.
I just know it as alma mater because I'm not very smart.
Everyone else got it wrong. So hey. So that's sung through
I thought it
February
switched
2nd.
from Advent to Christmas. I
Nope.
got tricked by that. This is why I'm still a baby trad.
Yeah, there's the 4. Like the last one is Salve.
Are you sure?
Yes. No, I just didn't write the 4 of them down. But the next one goes from now, like from February 2nd until
Like Epiphany tide is what it would be until Lent.
well, it goes from February 2nd until like Lent. And then Lent.
That would be
We
something.
need to give the people an
No, it's
answer
not.
for this.
Yeah,
So
Julie, you need to.
I
should
will.
Google it.
It'll be in the show notes, okay? How's that?
I think Chris should re-record the answer at the end. Just like, actually, there are 5 antiphons, and here they are.
In this order. Yeah.
And here is Tim performing all of them.
Okay.
Here's
Question
Dr. Matt
8.
performing all of them. Oh, sorry, Julie.
Oh, that's okay. You want question 8?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
go ahead.
Nate.
Okay, I'm going to read a quote to you. At the first blow of the axe, a strong gust of wind instantly brought down the tree. The astounded Germans fearfully recognized that... What?
If you're going to ask who it is, I got it. I don't know what the question is, though.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, hold that thought,
Saint
though.
Boniface.
I'll let you answer. It is, yes. So, the astounded Germans fearfully recognized the hand of God in this event and humbly asked Boniface how they should celebrate Christmas. What did Saint Boniface suggest?
Mike, you know this.
It's St. Boniface.
Yeah, she was right. You should have listened to the question, bud.
Yeah.
This is why I got in a lot of trouble at school.
What did Saint Boniface suggest?
Okay.
Hold on. Ho ho ho.
Is it?
What, Chris?
Go ahead, Chris.
Did
You got
he
me.
suggest cutting down the tree and putting apples on it or something?
Close. I think you should get the point for this one. So this is from EWTN Christmas Tree Legends. So St. Boniface, the bishop, this legend continues. He pointed to a small fir tree that had miraculously remained upright and intact beside the debris and broken branches of this fallen oak. St. Boniface was familiar with the popular custom of taking an evergreen plant into the house in winter and asked everyone to take home a fir tree. The tree signifies peace as an evergreen. It also symbolizes immortality. With its top pointing upward, it additionally indicates heaven, the dwelling place of God. So there you go.
Rad.
All about your Christmas tree.
Did you know it's St. Boniface? Big yellow one is the sun.
So just to interrupt, so everybody knows what the score is right now. Tim is holding it down at 2. Brooke is holding it down at 2, and Chris is holding it down at 2. Currently, Mike is sitting at 0, which, I mean, it's kind of funny.
I'm sorry, Mike. Okay, here's another one. Maybe I'll get this.
Mike.
Okay.
Hey, did you know that last one was Boniface, Brick?
Oh boy.
It's like, I got a question right. I mean, it could have been a question.
Yeah.
Okay, number 9. True or false? Mary and Joseph were married at the time of Jesus' conception.
Ho ho ho.
Yep.
True.
True. It is true. Can you tell us why?
Yep.
Let's see. Because the way that they did marriages back in Jewish culture was completely different than the way that we do it, where so just the fact that he had to consider the divorce would be the kind of thing that would lead me to say that, yeah, they're married.
Yep.
But as for intelligent answers, I can't give you one.
Okay. Hey, you know what? That's pretty good. Brant Petrie actually
I love that guy.
talks about, so he talks about this. Got a link.
I'm like the biggest Brant Petrie fanboy.
Oh, well then perfect. He talked about this in a video. I think you can get it on YouTube. I found this one. It's like the written portion. He says this. In ancient Judaism, it was the case that when you were betrothed to a woman, you were legally married to her. So any separation from her would be described as divorce, even if you had not yet lived together or consummated the marriage physically. So we need to be clear that Mary and Joseph were betrothed, but they had not yet come together. Matthew said, in other words, they had not yet lived together, nor had they physically consummated the marriage. I think in another video actually that I had watched, I think he said it was about a year from the time that they were betrothed to the time that they were married.
That sounds about right.
So,
yeah.
So yes, they were married.
Betrothed and before they lived together.
But before they had lived together.
Yeah, so they were
married.
Yeah, there's...
But
then that, like at the end of the year, he takes her into his house.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. The last question.
Bum, bum, bum.
Question number 10. Which angel of the Lord declared unto Mary?
Ho, ho, ho.
Chris. Oh, no, you didn't. Mm-mm.
Oh, no, I did.
He didn't
Oh,
raise his
no.
hands. He didn't raise his hands.
Nope. Come on.
Oh,
Oh,
Yep.
ho.
Tim's got it.
Tim's got it.
Tim's got it? Okay, cool. That'd be Gabriel.
Yeah. Yay. And there is your
Yay.
10-question trivia.
Yay.
So, the scores, Chris.
Chris with 2. Brooke with 2.
Chris.
Mike with 0. And Tim with 4.
Yay. Go, Tim.
Awesome. Well, thank you,
I didn't
Julie,
use
for
a
doing
bit of
that.
algebra.
Well, you're welcome. I hope you enjoyed my questions.
They were good. They were awesome.
Thank you. And I hope
Yeah.
you learned something.
Terrible questions.
Saint
But
Boniface.
none of them right.
All right.
So
Well,
am I the weakest link now? Am I kicked off the show?
Yeah, you pretty much know nothing about
You are the
Advent
weakest
and
link.
Christmas.
Goodbye.
goodbye. All right. So why don't we quickly switch before Julie has to leave?
Okay.
Let's quickly switch over into our albums of the year. All right. So
Woo.
this is just going to be a very quick segment. We're just going to share what album we loved the most this year and a close runner-up. Cool?
Mm-hmm. Yep, ready.
Now, does it have to be from this year?
You can, if it's something that you've been listening to this year, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
All right. Brooke, go for it.
Okay. I gave this a lot of thought. Okay. Album number 1 of the year, Iridescent, Silent Planet.
Wow.
Okay.
Whoa. There's
Followed
some
by-
big swears on that album.
I know. So I don't encourage it for those swears on the album. Okay. But musically, Chef Kiss. Okay. Runner up, number 2, Andy Mineo, Neverland 2.
I didn't even know he
I need a little bit of this and I need a little bit of that.
Cool.
What can I say? Yep.
All right.
We've both got a number 2 that has a 2 in the title.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Mike.
interesting. Hold on.
Hmm.
Let's get Julie's album of the year.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, so I guess Chris and I were talking about this earlier. I guess my album of the year would be Into the Mystery from Need to Breathe. And surprised, right?
We're shocked.
I listened to that album so much driving back and forth to NICU. Like all the time. I mean, another album, well, I guess really all of the songs, but from the band Cain, Cain.
What's the album called, Julie?
The album? I've just been listening to all their stuff.
It has to be an album of the year, Julie.
Well, I don't know.
If you go onto Julie's Spotify Wrapped, you'll find.
So I guess it's Rise Up.
Rise
Up is the name of the album. But yes, if you go into my Spotify Wrapped, it's like top everything of this year is like Need to Breathe.
Need to Breathe.
Oh, and Baby Lullabies. So
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Michael.
Okay. The number 1 is Era, self-titled.
What?
It's
Yes.
really good.
No. What?
Yep.
Okay, hold on.
Gent
Oh
all
my
year.
gosh! Okay. Okay, continue on.
Same asterisks as Silent Planet. There are some swears on a couple songs. Sorry. The runner-up with the number 2 in the title is Colors 2.
Knew it.
Between the Bird and Me.
Knew it. Knew it.
That too gave that one away for you, right, Chris?
Completely. Yeah. Okay. Tim, you want to go?
Okay, I don't know which order these go in, and fortunately for mine, there's no asterisks whatsoever. The first one I'm going to go with. First one I'm going to go with is Capella Romana and Alexander Lingus. They did the Lost Voices of the Hagia Sophia.
Oh.
Where- Have you guys heard about this one?
I think I have. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like where they created the filter.
Yeah.
So, like they took a balloon and they popped a balloon in the Hagia Sophia and created like this sound filter for what it would sound like for the chant to echo off of the different parts of the building.
Mhm.
So,
Oh,
yeah,
that's so cool.
Yes, I do
it's
remember
amazing.
hearing that. It's so good.
Yep. And then my other one is my personal crush, Hilary Hahn. She released Poem, and it's actually a poem and de serenades. She's a violinist, so
Oh, okay.
That's
cool.
fantastic. That one,
cool.
she did that with the Parisian Philharmonic, so that's worth listening to by itself.
That's sweet.
Neat.
Please link all these
Awesome.
in the show notes.
Yeah,
Can we link all
gonna-
these?
Or make a
albums?
playlist. Can
we're
we
gonna
make a
We're
playlist?
gonna make a Spotify playlist and include.
This is
Oh,
going to be the most
dope.
eclectic playlist ever.
Yeah,
Wow.
for sure.
Yeah.
I guess for Tim's, there's no language, but there is violins.
Oh, he woke up and chose violins.
I need to lay down.
Yeah. All right. So mine might surprise Mike for sure, I think, more than anybody. My number one album of the year is Interrobang by Switchfoot.
Ooh, yeah. That's a good one.
I'm surprised. Wow.
My second album of the year is, again, this is going to be a very interesting choice. Familiar Shadows by Death Therapy.
Interesting.
Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't listened to them in
Listen to this.
forever.
So they released a banger album. It's very, very unique, which is why I'm choosing it. I found that Interrobang had a lot of like themes that I related to, and then Familiar Shadows did as well. But the music, especially, there's the song. Oh, sorry, I gave the wrong name for the actual album.
Way to go.
Wow, what's wrong with me?
Yes.
Hold on.
Oh my goodness.
So Death Therapy, it's called Melancholy Machines. That's
Cute.
yeah.
Well, now I really have to listen to this album.
yeah.
No wonder you
and-
related
Are you
with
sure
it,
it's not-
Chris.
Melancholic machines.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's a song on there called Tension, and Tim might appreciate this the most. The guy that wrote it, right? The guy is named Jason Wisdom. He's been in a lot of like metal bands that Mike and I have liked over the years. He was inspired by a DC Talk Jam, and
DC Talk.
yeah. So, yeah, and
Oh,
it's actually really
that was my
good.
first concert.
That was your first concert?
That was my first concert. DC Talk and Michael W. Smith.
Aw.
Oh my gosh,
That's huge.
it's amazing.
Legit.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. That was my second concert because I saw the Beach Boys play when I was like 6 years old.
Oh, that's-
Wow.
But can
Yeah.
you really include that as like was it your choice to go to see the Beach Boys?
Well, they played after a baseball game that I went to, and so I don't know. I think I was actually a pretty big Beach Boys fan back then.
That's awesome.
Yeah, wouldn't it be nice?
Brock.
He's,
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
there
Off
it
the
is. I was just
podcast.
waiting.
Off
Got him.
the podcast. All right, cool. Well, Julie, thank you so much for
Oh,
joining
help me,
us.
Rhonda.
Thank you for having me. I'd best be going to the crying toddler.
Yes.
Okay.
Godspeed. Thank you, Julie.
Thank you.
You can do it.
Round of
Thank you.
applause for Julie.
Thank you.
Yay. Okay.
Thanks for making me look really dumb. Not that it was hard.
Okay. So just a quick update as to what happened this past year to the Theology of the Buddy podcast. We had promised a Christmas episode, but things kind of fell apart in Advent 2020. And like I quit my job and then got hired by a company that wanted to send me back to school to be able to work for them. So I went back to school to work for them and to work in healthcare as a personal support worker or a nursing aide, as they're known in the States. And went back full-time to school. So I was doing full-time school, full-time, was living at home, doing school from home. So I was able to be a full-time dad at the same time. And yeah, so things got crazy busy really fast starting in January. Julie got pregnant. And that baby decided to come at 30 weeks, so 10 weeks early. So that happened at the end of July. And so we were living in the NICU basically for 4 months, almost 5 months. So 104 days in the NICU with that baby. Now that baby is home, her name is Therese Marie Mayella, and she's beautiful and she's wonderful. And very much a baby. And then, I mean, from Canadian perspective, Americans, y'all opened up in June 2020 and have been living life ever since, and just dealing. And Canadians have been living in the revolving door known as lockdowns, ever since March 2020. And it's been on and off, snip, snap, snip, snap.
So bad for you guys.
Yeah, and now they're threatening it again, which is, I mean, 90% of the country is vaccinated, or the province is vaccinated, quote unquote vaccinated, and yet here we are. So, yeah, so it was a really tough year, and so the podcast really took a back seat to life, and but you know, in the midst of it, we kept getting messages, people talking to us outside of church, saying, "Hey, when's the podcast coming back? When's the podcast coming back? We miss it. It made an impact on my life," and things like that. And I was praying about whether we should even bring it back. You know, I was really kind of burnt out, and I just kept getting hammered by messages of like, "Hey, bring the podcast back." So here we are. Merry Christmas. Mm-hmm. So here's what we're thinking. Brooke, do you want to kind of talk about what to expect in the next season?
Yeah. So depending on where you live, you'll probably see snow. It'll be a little bit cold. We call this winter. But yeah, it really all depends on where you live.
I was talking about the liturgical season, actually.
Oh, I'm not ready to answer that question. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so here's the deal. Bi-weekly episodes to help us put out the best quality episodes that we can, to allow us the time to spend time with our families and spend time with you guys and make it the best that we can. They'll hopefully be a little bit shorter, right, Chris?
We hope.
Maybe slightly shorter episodes. We're not going to promise, but we're going to try.
Yeah, we don't necessarily have a reasonable hope. I just said we don't have a reasonable hope, but we can hope.
I get it.
There's going to be interviews. There are going to be topics about building the interior life. And wait for it. There will be liturgical breakdowns.
Chug, 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 squeak.
Okay, sorry. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Everyone wants liturgical breakdowns back, right?
Oh, yeah. Honestly,
I want them back.
honestly,
I'm a
with
big
all
fan.
of the COVID stuff happening, like we've gone more to the divine liturgy as well, just like a little bit more every now and again. And yeah, being able to understand what's happening more there and then reflecting back on how things are done in the Roman rite, it's just so cool. Like you appreciate both those rites. What are you laughing at?
Tim.
Oh.
Sorry.
What is he laughing at? Tim.
He was making faces.
Oh.
I've never been given this kind of power before.
Remember, Tim, with great power comes great responsibility.
I'm the wrong guy.
But yeah, I've grown to appreciate the Eastern Rite in a new way. It's just
And-
really cool.
And we've got more practical experience of it
Yeah.
beyond just like looking through the books about it.
Yeah.
So hopefully that comparison will be a little richer in future
Mhm.
episodes.
This by no means means I have a,
We're
yeah.
still not experts.
Yeah.
But we've gone to it a little more than we had in the past.
Yeah. Like think about how we felt when we were first going to the TLM. And that was, I feel, more daunting. But now that I've gone to the TLM, when I jump over to the Divine Liturgy, it's not nearly as daunting as it was jumping into the TLM from Novus Ordo.
Mhm.
And of course, we're
Can't
going to
wait.
be talking about hot topics, right? Because
Oh, yeah.
we're a bit of a lightning rod, and anytime there's something wacky in the church, we got to talk about it. So
There are one or more things that happened in 2020. But honestly, there are one or more things that happened in just 2021. Just in the span of when we last did our last episode, that December, and then 2021 happened, and it was like, hold
yes.
my beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so
Mhm.
look forward to that. So we really hope that you guys will continue hanging out with us. We've really appreciated the fact that there are still a lot of you out there that are still listening to us, even though we haven't been posting our regular updates and whatnot on social media. Our social media presence has still continued to grow, which is great, especially on Instagram. Shout out to all the people who are listening to us on Instagram or following us on Instagram. We really appreciate that. But if you're following us anywhere, we really appreciate it. So
Mhm.
I guess that's it. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for listening to today's podcast. What are your thoughts on today's episode? What are you guys looking forward to? We would love to hear from you guys. Message us on Instagram, Facebook, DM us at Theology of the Buddy, all one word. Don't look up Theology of the Body. That's a whole different podcast. You can find us on Twitter at TreadFriends. That's a dead account. And email us at theologyofthebuddy@gmail.com.
Should I bring the Twitter account back, you think?
Hey, message us on Twitter and let us know if you want it back. At TradFriends. At TradFriends. You can send us a voicemail via Facebook Messenger. If you like what you heard today, again, please subscribe. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, YouTube, TuneIn, or wherever you listen to great podcasts. Please rate us if there's a place for you to rate us where you're listening, especially on Apple. It really helps us out. We'd really greatly appreciate it. And yeah, like I said, please be sure you're subscribed so you know when our episode's coming out. They're going to continue to drop every other Wednesday. So we'll save everybody a seat at the table. So until then,
Stay
Stay
tratty.
Tratty.